The world is collapsing. We too must...
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood.
Everything is as it was.
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye.
You can stay here forever. And time will stand still.
Let it flow.
Even if it's a path with no...
When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Are you afraid? Will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. If we are just numbers simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. A real, living person.
Then why do we part here? You can take me with you, and we can...
No.
Why?
Because there is no perfect solution in this world. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford us. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing. Kids always get to change their minds. But when it comes to the fate of adults...
Then go, Kaslana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your...
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, carefully, will never... So, time retreated until it reached the origin. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality. When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Surrender, issued a call to arms across the land, and that was the first doomed flame chase journey.
So what you're saying is, you've traveled back down the River of Time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us the flame chase journey and even all of Amphoreus are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiorum, please take me to...
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always call me High Sealans, nameless swordmaster.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Finan? But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide? All right, nameless swordmaster.
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what
Harboring suspicions is not my sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking. Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us. Nice moves.
Light up the dawn.
We just washed it away, and here it comes again. The Black Tide is really no joke.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
The waters end here.
At last. Are there any formalities I need to observe?
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those tall...
She really is.
The second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows...
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Duck's Goldweaver. Little hostage.
It's you.
You know them?
Before that, I'm more curious about...
To avoid any misunderstandings, Nameless Swordmaster, the Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Come now, both of you.
I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, don't thank me.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceras hurt each other. Just give us—
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you. And
As you wish.
White-haired Swordmaster? If what you— So, how much do you—
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments. Is that correct?
How is this—
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned—
You must listen to me. Aglaya, Tribi. The Finan of this world has not yet been, but do not seek him out. Because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie. I will tell you the truth. And you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you. And I believe that no matter the faith we all share will always. And so, the layers of rock began to... Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Surit. The Imperator's alliance needed the destruction. And I was ready to pour all my strength. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, I had to prove that my power... In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphoreus, neither side suffered any losses, cheering for the hero of the destruction, who had ignited... Yes, I proved myself. And in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titan. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance... Until finally, the brutal future of... But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are...
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphoreus. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished why didn't you shed even a single tear? Your indifference chills me. To you were they too?
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 Corf, I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never...
Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner. I'll make sure you realize that your greatest mistake was leaving me alive.
After that, he raised his sword and attacked. Then, Kaslana killed himself that day. Who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadow. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll but its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always... After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast, and my efforts in this cycle would dissolve into nothing at the same time. I thought cycles was the answer.
No. It's just that the answer came so suddenly. Eons, paths.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand?
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how...
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods, too bad. Now only you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And besides, according to you, before stepping into...
I've already heard the same thing.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. We've all made preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
Light up the dawn. Light up the dawn.
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You were already much luckier than... Hold up. Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's been... As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down.
You sure do love stealing the spot. In the name of the Seven Sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the— Take my words back to Aglaya.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most This is none of your business, Grove Boy.
Core flame thieves. You—
Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. Aw, don't cry now.
That was close. I'm out of here.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known. Cunning.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, but along the way,
Where are you going?
I don't know.
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally—
How is this?
you've arrived, Zagreus.
What? Do you know?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up.
Save. If you ask me, you're the greatest. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me.
130. What? This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
1,500 nights.
Yes.
1,000 core flames and just a single Christ.
I've come this far.
But someday you will.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes, and but before that, they could still.
You.
This is.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, even so, I'll use my divine power to spot.
Bartolos!
Brat, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first step up. Cat ear big run! Go hide, Aglaya! This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves! I'll give it back!
Existence is of no consequence. A future will come. I'm fine. For tomorrow.
In my memories, Zagreus, their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake.
I know. I know. It always. And then, driven by defiance, exactly like the countless past hers.
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out, Count, will you carve the trickery core flame from my...
That depends on your attitude.
Well, thank you for that. No one can catch up to me.
Whether you believe me or not,
All right, then.
Silence.
this is new.
One-eyed boy.
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss. For old time's sake. Turn back. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of.
Of course. I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn? Now I have the answer. It turned...
I don't want to argue anymore. Make your biggest effort to resist. Even if it's futile, you... We all have the right to change.
Yes. even if it is.
When I walk into the destruction written by the... Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in...
And so, at the end, the traveler and the scholar. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who in the endless darkness. Losses are reduced to ashes. It happens in every journey.
You don't look so good.
Even after going through 100 mighty.
Why do you sound so pleased?
Yeah. I know all too well. You after that one and only time, Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your...
Interesting. Tell me, when the Mighty Most is...
Never.
Then they died honorably. But there's still tenderness in your eyes.
I remember that I was once...
If you win, tell the Mighty Most of the next life. This person is...
I'll keep that in mind.
Even though the dynasties left one day, you shall die enough. There's no way you'll take this core...
I understand.
Step forward and... I, the last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance. Martyrs, behold! The last Kremnost festival has begun. And will not end till death. Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish. Oh, glory. I salute you.
That's all I ever wanted. Torture. Chaos. Ready with strike. Empty city. So without substance. Hail the new dawn. Is that all? If you can deliver. Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own tear the sky. Quench the crimson blood. Is that all? Agony. Hail the new dawn.
Mighty Mouse. Let strife decide the outcome. Let this burn.
You may crown yourself. My blood.
The 8,000. Yet the shadows of the blaze was still, even if it meant.
No matter how bright the sun is, moreover, the son you bear, a son like that.
Golden blood. It only by
Allow me to ask.
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this.
No matter. As long as.
I must refuse. I cannot watch you walk into a fate more.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer.
Unnecessary death. Indeed. You are not the Finan I know. Please turn back.
In the end, it seems the clash of blades.
How painful. I know I am not your match. Having fallen under your sword countless times, even Kefali cannot shape all things at will, and it is precisely for the I am the hand of shadow. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their bloody deaths.
Transform my soul into a raging fire.
Oh, how is it any different from that brutal future?
Tear the sky! Quench the blood!
Keep him here.
Sword of silence! Hail the new dawn! All stars burn to ash! Empty city!
Even if I can't win, I must try.
Let this be a tribute to your million struggles.
Wake up, lost one. See that the firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was taken from it should shine upon all. 2,024,000, as if even the deepest of.
You're here.
You're still lingering.
Because you haven't You're still waiting for a miracle.
If that thread of hope exists, if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphoreus.
Your thoughts are wavering. The mark of... But even within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So... never forget what set you on this path.
How many times has it been?
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burnt.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the destruction. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames.
And when that happens, your long struggle will find...
No. I've already...
mind.
In every new cycle, all I have to do is push the next... Then he'll kill me. Shatter this body.
Bold plan, but risky. How can you...
If it were Professor Anaxa, unfortunately I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet that even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side. Because I never forget what set me on this path.
Wait, you...
Not once in millions of cycles has there ever...
As the demigod of the sky.
A black tide. Hand over the core flame.
A healer should stay composed.
Hyacinthia. I swear, deaths will be in vain. Just as they have never been.
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir. It's just... I took the part of that warmth that should come from...
My humanity is indeed just...
Even so...
I have kept to everyone's wishes close. Even though the divine each cycle over and over.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. What about your wishes? Lord Kazlana, without flaw, the moment you took the world, you lost the chance to...
Now then I suppose that makes me...
No, an empty flame, Sigurd. I still got Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight. The only thing I can do. May the gentle colors of the rainbow, may they bring Amphoreus. Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers. Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Let this blazing sun fill the sky with golden fire. With all this world's suffering. Farewell, Hyacinthia.
Yes, your sun burns
me. How were the seeds of
The core flame rose, and this time remained the same. From the horizon, this was the end of her moment. That being known, is this Amphoreus' wrath? If it's, I will still never yield. 23 million. No more chasing is needed. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. Then let me be the one to step across the until another dawn rises on the distant horizon. $33 million. This is the cycle. Countless memories, countless versions of myself have stood here. They all needed a moment. Just like you and just like them. I must go. I must say goodbye to you. And then fight the... Yes. I will burn and fade away. I will kill gods and comrades alike, and steal the core flames. And I will stop Era Nova. I will Look, then I should be going too. You only exist in my heart. Do you remember what she said? The dreams you had as children. You finally found her. I see. I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphoreus' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky. It's all been for the sake of defying that end. In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to it. Never. I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from us, but this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with. Do you remember, in that first timeline, you and Mightymost stood before the scales of justice, and when hesitation took hold... What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, do you still remember it? Remember the past. And what weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder it. Good. Then Trailblazer, my friend, my comrade, you arrived in this strange world and were bound by its... In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your... If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the... Then the world we leave behind. This world. My home. Where hope. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb, save the world we love, and Good. In that case, even this fruitless wait. So... if she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn. One will step into the future. One will remain in the past. If I can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, and if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born, then these 30 million... It's time to put our teamwork to the test, partner.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart. Finally. Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned. Lend me the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back. And I will walk the unfinished path. Just like the Count.
Tell me, even if all of you...
Without hesitation. Remember this moment. Remember your friends who never lived, and let the purest rage in your heart, let it consume you. Fine. Then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning. As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish. Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill. The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. Kaslana. The name of one who bears chaos, as the prophecy foretold. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks.
Another attempt. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the...
If you've lost count, let me tell you.
If the outcome is inevitable, then why not? Your silence, shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally
Fracture
No. I'm just disappointed. I've returned yet. Even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are. So tell me, Lycurgus.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time, but you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit. If that is the moment, I shall... Lord.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh... Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell, what right does a mere prisoner have? Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet. Listen well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations. In the 10th cycle, I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers, divine fire. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my... In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing... In the 23,570,000th cycle, this by its faint glow, once again... That sun is me! All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair. Look, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core. And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything! And grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash! Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Burning it all, heavens let it fall.
faces, devil races, searching for fate. Crushing it all. Shadows watch them crawl. Learning from my baby, watch it burn into isolation. Oh, watch it burn, ain't got no hesitation. Oh, watch it burn, we're falling higher. Oh, 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 oh. Watch it burn. Watch it
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadow, soft waiting. Tear it down, embrace the detonation, burn all, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain, I'm reaching for you. Oh, 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 yeah. This is my salvation. Starting a wind, strike with no damnation. Sound of the skies, no fate, no king, no God. Burn to my burn to my
My wish? My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
Your heart harbors wrath. You yearn to destroy everything. You bore the gaze of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction. It is Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager to destroy the erudition. Born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphoreus, I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Finan. From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the... After 33,550,000, this is a matter of... But there is another variable. The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider, but after fate has begun to turn, perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow as for those unwelcome audience members. You need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of